Vitali Klitschko from Ukraine. Their last fight was a very close victory. They'll be facing Ice Cold from the United States of America.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Ukraine, Vitali Klitschko. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the light green trunks with light purple trim, Ice Cold.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. A perfect counter shot. No rest for the weary. Got out of the way of that right hook. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. So much firepower here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. The perfect counter lands. Can't land the jab there. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They're in trouble. And Ice Cold has been knocked down. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
Here we go for round two. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Lucky that hook didn't score. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And this is with the jab. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The right hook misses. Can't find a home for that jab. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw, there's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Can they finish it? Now, hold that thought. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to norm.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And now and down goes ice cold. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Vitali Klitschko from Ukraine. The last time we saw them in action, they impressed everyone with that big KO victory. They're coming up against young blood from Mexico. Their last fight was a very controversial decision loss.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Ukraine, Vitali Klitschko. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Mexico, wearing the light red trunks with light purple trim, young blood.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Perfect counter lands. And that hook misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Swing and a miss with that hook. Only catching air with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. They need to be... Whoa, wait a minute! Stumbling around in potholes. And it appears the onslaught is over. At least hold her right there. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be...
Oh my God, Johnny! What a massive upset this would be. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And we continue.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still... There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Missing with the hook. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Looking to land the hook. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. It's not over till it's... Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? That counter shot lands. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? That was the... Whoa, wait a minute. Stumbling around him. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. We're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. That you say it. Night, night.
We've got Dr. Iron Fist, Vitali Klitschko from Ukraine. Their last fight, they scored a spectacular knockout win. Up against them, Showboat from Ukraine. And they hold the SCI national title. Coming off a very close, controversial win, let's see if they can be more definitive in this one.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Ukraine, Vitali Klitschko. Fighting out of the blue corner from Ukraine, wearing the orange trunks trimmed with black. Presenting the current national heavyweight champion, Showboat.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And there's the bell for round 1. Left uppercut doesn't score. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This Klitschko is down, and it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Well done with that counter shot. Good defense on that left hook. Both men step back for just a moment. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. So it's plan B. What do we expect to see here in round 2? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Jab not finding its target. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Away. about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Couldn't land that jab. That right hook catching air. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a... There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He blocks the uppercut. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Carrying away the right hook. And he scores with the counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? There's a counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this, here we go to the 4th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight.
Klitschko is on the canvas. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are right.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
That big hook doesn't land. It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That jab won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. What a huge momentum swing that. On to the fifth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook is parried away. A straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't land the jab there. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Missed with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that's... Let's start the sixth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He misses with that jab. That jab was blocked. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The right hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level, and not a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan. Here we go, it's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Oh, wait a minute! Oh, and Klitschko just got rocked! That was the moment!
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter punch caught him clean. And he just missed with that left jab. The straight right just misses. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. His stamina is off the charts. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before.